Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a fired up episode on a Friday. I'm wearing sunglasses indoors. I don't know, Lisa. I can't leave these on, but it is.
No, you have to leave it on. It's too hot.
It's Fun Friday. It's a fun, fired up Friday. We're excited to be here with you. Thank you for joining us. I do got to take these off, though. I feel very impersonal. Welcome to a fired up episode. It's been a week. Another week in the books. We're working our way through March. It's almost April. So many things on the calendar, so many things on the books. We're very excited to keep things moving. Fed Nation, I see you. LinkedIn, YouTube, everyone, wherever you're watching. Thank you for being here. Listen, we're giving out T-shirts to the fans, to the audience. Champion of the food equipment industry. We have T-shirts we're giving out. Quentin. Oh, hold it up longer. Hold it up longer.
There you go. Yeah.
So if you're a champion of the food equipment industry, how do you get one of these? Ask Quentin. Quentin is always participating and engaging in the comments in the community here and giving his input. So if you want a T-shirt, get active in the comments and I'll get you a T-shirt out. It's that simple. So yeah, Quentin, we're going to be sending you out a T-shirt. Just need to know extra large. I have XL, double X, and I have large. So let me know what your size is. We'll get this out for you ASAP. So we're here for a reason. We're fired up on a Friday. I'm fired up, and I could kind of twist this two ways, but I want to twist it in a more positive light. So I want to say we're fired up about being kind in business. Fired up about being kind in business. What does that mean? In simplest terms, obviously, we want to be good to each other. Okay, we're all trying to accomplish the tasks at hand. So we just had our service manager come down a little flustered. You know, these things sometimes, these day-to-day actions that we have here with or interactions rather that we have here with customers. I say, listen, business is always personal to me. I always say that. We take things to heart, especially when we care. It's hard to say, well, it's business. Don't take it personal. I take it personal, Lisa. I take it all personal. I cannot help it.
You're human.
I'm human, so I can't help it. So when we're dealing with customers that might not be so nice, what do we do? How do we handle it? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, how do you handle a nasty customer? Let me put this into context for you. Someone calls up and says today. So let's back this up. Service call comes in yesterday, let's say. Going to work on a dishwasher. Call comes in around 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Customer says, I need this done. You got to get a tech here today. No problem. We're 24/7. We get somebody there. So it was after we obviously we have a full schedule. We get someone there later in the evening. We couldn't get parts ordered in time for the ship. It was just late. It was too late by the time all this occurred. So next day comes, we contact the customer. We say, sir, it was too late last night. We have to order the parts today. So we're going to overnight them for you. Now we start getting into angry. So where are the parts then? This is the conversation is, where are the parts? So she says, well, we have to overnight them. Well, are they in New Jersey or are they in Honolulu? Tell me what we're talking about here. So the conversation is starting to get a little angry, and Geraldine is so polite. She cares so much and she internalizes and take things in too hard. So Geraldine, if you're watching this, relax. You got this. Okay. Now the conversation continues to spiral out of control with anger. Well, I'm not going to accept that. Blah, 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 blah. You leaving me hanging, blah, blah, all this stuff. So we say, listen, we're not leaving you hanging. We're going to have them Saturday delivery for you. You just call us when they get here. And it was just nasty, and being so rude, dropping F-bombs and all kinds of stuff. And she just kind of eats it. She doesn't really go back and say, and I understand we want to be professional, but there's a point, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, and you let me know, maybe you guys will teach me something here, and maybe I got a little too much Hudson County or Jersey in me. I don't know. But for me, I want to go, hold on here, sir, this is how I would, in my mind, handle this. And I've handled customers like this in the past. And I said, sir, we're going to have to stop the conversation because I'm not being disrespectful. I'm being a gentleman. If you want to talk and curse to me, I could drop F-bombs. I could curse. We can get crazy too. I can get crazy. I can get real crazy. Okay? But what's that going to solve? We're not going to accomplish anything. You know curse words and I know curse words and yay. Okay, great. So let's be gentlemen to each other or we're going to have to end the conversation. That's how I would really approach it. So we're talking about fired up about being kind to the person on the other end of the phone. There's a human being on the other end of that phone. I say to myself, how dare you speak? First of all, not just anyone. How dare you speak to a woman like that? Put this back to them. I'll say, hey, listen, sir, do you have a wife, girlfriend? Do you have a daughter? So do you want some man speaking to them in a horrible tone, disrespecting them and cursing at them? The answer is going to be no. No, I don't, sir. Right. Well, then why would you do it to someone else's daughter or someone else's mother? We're human beings on the other end of those phones, just like you're a human being on the other end of your phone. So fired up today about spreading awareness. If you're an end user, it doesn't matter. Listen, it doesn't matter where you are. This is about people. If you're on the other end of a phone and you're speaking to somebody in a disgusting manner, shame on you. And we need to change that. And listen, I get we all have bad days. I'm not sitting here acting like I've never had a bad day and I've never maybe spoke out of turn or said something wrong. We're human. So you know what? We can correct these things. And I'm not saying it's never going to happen again because Geraldine knows. We're in the people call here angry. So, I mean, we have to be prepared for that anyway. I say this all the time, and I've said it in meetings. If a customer calls here, they're not calling to tell us how great everything's going in their kitchen. They call a company like mine. The first thing they go is, I got a bill coming. There's an invoice coming. So they're already unhappy, especially coming out of a pandemic. We're all trying to watch our dollars more than we've ever watched. So understanding that we know that people are already irate. My $10,000 bag of fryers isn't working. My $30,000 steamer isn't working. I mean, whatever it might be, you're angry already. Sometimes our job is to talk these people off a ledge, but we got to get them to the point. We can't just let them come at us. That's how I told Geraldine, you got to stop them in their tracks and say, sir, I'm not your doormat. I'm not something on the bottom of your shoe. Let's roll this thing back. Let's start over. Bring them back to earth, because sometimes they're so angry and they're not even listening to you. I mean, people could go start rambling. They're not even paying attention to what you're saying. They don't care what you're saying. They're just arguing now because they're angry. They're not arguing to understand. They're just doing it. So sometimes we got to slow these people down and let them know that we're here to help. We're the helpers. We're the problem solvers. We're here to get you going. We're not your enemy. So I wanted Geraldine to understand that when she came down, we had a quick conversation. Lisa was here. She heard it. Quentin says, my mom has had to endure that for years. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous, Quentin. We're human beings. We're in 2021. You see all the craziness in the world, the media dividing us. And I'm not getting into the whole politics thing. I don't think we're divided as it shows. I see people out here. I got a love for all people, man. I love people. That's why I do these things that I'm doing with media and going out and speaking and doing these things, because I love people. I love being around people. I love helping people. I love giving. And I think if you give most people the benefit of the doubt, most people are good. Most people are good. But the problem is that negativity and the bad always get the friggin' blow up videos, right? They always get those are the big news stories. We got to change the narrative. We got to start talking about kindness. We got to start talking about the good stuff that we see. So let's get fired up. If you're in Fed Nation, I want to see some videos. I want to see some videos in Fed Nation talking about the good stuff you see. Let's talk about the wins. Let's talk about anything that's going on in your day, really. Maybe you made someone's day. Maybe you bought your office lunch. Maybe whatever it might be. Years ago, I went to a conference at Cefesa, and there was a guy there. His name was Clint Swindle, I believe. You could look him up. I think he's a motivational speaker guy. But the one thing I remember from his presentation is he was talking about positivity and culture in the workplace and stuff along those lines. And he said he was going along his life, and he was going into the office, and he was saying he would go into people on a Monday morning and go, "Hey man, how you doing? How was your weekend? How you doing? How you feeling?" He's like, and I didn't realize I was going to actually get real answers. I'm not doing great. I feel like crap. He's like, so I had to say to myself, I got to stop asking people how they feel, because I might start getting real answers. So instead, I changed it. Now I walk in on a Monday morning and I go, "Hey, tell me something good." Like, "Hey Joe, tell me something good." And it's like he's trying to bring positivity back into his workplace culture. He's trying to bring positivity into his life. What you seek, you shall find. So that's real. If you're looking for the negative, you're going to find it every single time. And we have to do that in our businesses. We have, and listen, it's an uphill battle. It's an uphill battle to create a culture on good and kindness and getting everybody to drink that Kool-Aid every single day and move in the same direction. If it was easy, every company on the planet would be amazing and everybody would be happy. It's not. I've learned this myself here over the last, since 2017, really, since really having ownership here and taking control of things and trying to really change the full culture here. Building it on people and being kind. And I have on the Malachi shirts, it says smile more, kindness wins, all these different things to remind ourselves throughout the day. So to the Geraldines across the country in their service manager seat, the guys and the gals running these service departments, I know exactly what you're going through. I know that sometimes you need that drink at the end of the day. I know sometimes, you might need a little therapy session. And it's like, well, who do I talk to? Because everyone's coming to me for the answer. Well, you know where you talk to it? You talk to it right here. You come right here. If you're not in the Fed group, go to the Fed group. It's over on Facebook, Food Equipment Digital Disruptors. There's people in there that are willing to listen, share, and help. If you're here with me on LinkedIn, there's a community that we're building around my audience here. Drop something in the comments. DM me. Even if it's just an ear to listen. I'm not saying I'm going to have an answer for you, but I'll listen. And that's what we're fired up about today. We're fired up about bringing positive change to the industry, but not just the industry, to the world, to the people around us. Kindness does win the game. Kindness wins the marathon. You could be nasty all you want. You could be rude all you want. Truth is, people are going to say, I don't want to deal with you no more. They're going to forget about you. You're going to be the forgotten. And you just never know where all these different people land in life. Like my father used to say, these guys that you're shaking hands with today might be the CEO of the president in 5 years. Be good to people. Be good to people. It costs nothing. Well, I got a Facebook user who we don't know, probably Taz.
No, it's Gianna Salomon.
Oh, okay.
When you know your company has your back, it makes that place that much better to work and helps retain your employees.
Yes, hashtag Partstown. So shout out to Partstown team. When your company has your back, I mean, and that's it. I mean, I'll tell these girls here all the time and guys, we have a lot of women in the office. So I say the girls, but we have a couple of guys up there too. You're not alone. If you need me to step in and talk to these people and calm them down and then bring you back on to smooth out the situation, I'm here for that. That's what's one of my roles. I need to step in where I need to step in. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes I got to pick up the phone and say, sir, ma'am, we need to get respect back on this conversation before we can move forward. I'm not going to let you talk to these people like that. Okay. We're not the mat on the front of your floor that you're wiping your feet on the way in. Okay. We're human beings. We're real people doing real jobs, creating real solutions and helping you at the end of the day. So, and we want to, by the way, we want to. Do you think Geraldine answers that phone in half a ring? I have to tell her, Geraldine, stop answering the phone. We have other people. I want, because she's got to be focused on things. I'm like, you'll get the call if it's for you. But she's like, we want to answer the phone. Service companies across the country, they want to answer your call. If you're calling, that's a good thing. That means you have trust in us. That means you have business for us. That means we get to keep you in business. That means it's a cycle. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're fired up on a Friday for kindness and positivity throughout the industry and beyond. Lisa.
Yes.
I've said a lot.
Yeah.
And this is Jeannie.
Yes. Gianna. Jeannie? Gianna.
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 Gianna, I know who you are. And I'm gonna reach out to you. If you're still watching, let me know. What size shirt are you? Are you a large? Because that's the smallest size I have anyway. I don't think I have any mediums. So large would be the smallest, and then extra large, double X, whatever size shirt you want. If you want to give it to someone or you want to wear it, large is the smallest size I have. So we'll get you a champion of the food equipment industry T-shirt out. I appreciate your input. So I don't know how we can get her information. You definitely have her information.
Yeah, I got her here.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. So that's really, I think that's how we want to roll with this one. I think we're going to take this episode down. 1:30 p.m. on a Friday. I don't know where Taz is right now, but Taz, you know it's Friday. That means in the Fed group, we need to know the drink of the weekend. So Taz is putting all these things together. And I think, stay tuned. Are we going to put a Fed recipe book together for drinks?
Possibly.
I think we should. Something simple and fun, nothing crazy. Taz, I'm going to have you be the author of that book. So we're going to get that together. Hey, what are you drinking today? It's Friday. What are you drinking? Taz, we're waiting for that recipe in the group. Last thing I want to say is the Food Equipment Service Leader Summit. We've put a lot of time and effort into this. Go to fesleadersummit.com and register for free. You don't want to miss it. The minds of the industry, the biggest, the most brightest minds of the industry are going to be there speaking. You don't want to miss it. There's already hundreds of people signed up. We're talking about the things that need to be talked about, and it's about change, and it's about positive change. So be there or not and miss out. You don't want to have FOMO. So we're going to take this episode down. Don't forget to text me and join my text community. It's been scrolling across the screen this entire episode. That's about it, Lisa. So without further ado, go out into the world, go out into the weekend, be kind. It costs you nothing. Be kind. Have a good weekend.